Okay, we're back a little bit quicker than I thought we would be. We're actually going into a game between Richley and Terra, rather than a TBT, so it'll be more interesting. And here we go. Let's pop into the game. We're going to start on Longinus. They banned Matchpoint and Talcross, as you could just see from that previous image. So fairly the same map pool as last time, actually. And spawning us in the top left position, we do have the blue Zerg. It is going to be Richley. And just as we move over to the orange Terran, who is at the 3 o'clock position, just checking all the overlay says the right thing. Yes, it does. We do have TerrOru over here. I don't actually know if he's still in SK or what clan he's actually in at the moment, but you know what, here we go. Looks like you guys haven't caught up with the fact we've got a game yet, so hopefully you guys will catch up soon. I've got a nice warm cup of tea with me, taking the edge off of that winter coolness. I do live in quite an old building, so it's quite drafty, so it does get quite cold in here, but you know what, with this fleece that I'm wearing on, and this looks like Terra's going to wall in as well. As I said before, very good to wall in on this map. See the Overlord moving in. It's especially good to wall in on this map against Zerg, really helps. Likely going to see a 1-1-1 if he's going to wall in, I would imagine. But you could do wall in to +1 5-racks if you wanted to. Wait, I just realised I've got the YouTube music playing. Let's turn that off. There we go. We're back in the game music. And yes, BL3R Clash for Char is my tournament. Well, it's everyone's tournament, you know. I'm gonna be nice. I came up with the idea and I started doing it. But everyone, if it wasn't for everybody who participates, everyone who watches, and anyone who donates, and of course Matcherino now for helping out with donations too, then none of this would be possible. Yeah, it does require me to organise it, but to be honest, I think anyone could quite happily take on the Clash Royale name and run Clash Royale tournaments if they really wanted to. It's all about the community. I just want to keep the community more alive. I want to give people games to play, and I want to get people playing different maps, so you know what, that's what I'm here for. Sale was casting it with me before, but he's been really busy recently, so he's not really done any casting. And that's just how it is. And here we go, we've got the Zerglings moving out. There is 6 lings been built after the hatchery. Going to be able to chase down this. Now this is one of the benefits of walling in. It's going to be impossible for the Zerglings to get into the base here. Weirdly, Terra's actually brought 2 SUVs down, just to make sure he doesn't lose the wall to any lings. And thank you, thanks Faust for gifting a sub to Cadenza, who subbed it laps, I guess. Thank you very much for that, man. And now Rota is upset because
I like your style, friend.
Thank you for the resub as well. Now here we go. Wow, Cadenza's not even watching. How bad is that? She just got subbed to a channel. But there we go. We do see Ling's just trying to clear this out. We do have the 3rd hatchery on the way. What is going on back in his base? He is going for the Academy and Engineering Bay at the same time. No factory as of yet, so he's not going to go for the 1-1-1. Bit of a risky play, but it's a good map for it if you want to. And the SUV does go down. He doesn't see the lair timing. That could be quite important. We do see the cream colony coming up as well. This is sort of a necessity. This is a necessity here because he doesn't know what the Terran player is doing. The SUV is going to go out, try and do some extra scouting. The Overlord is nowhere near. This Overlord may get there before the other one does, actually. And it is going to see the +1 attack is researching. Now this is kind of an interesting place to build the engineering bay. You kind of need to build it close to everything so turrets can deal with muters and everything, but you know what? There we go. Looks up. Oh, he actually cancels. This is so clever. He cancels the creep colony knowing that he doesn't need it. Okay, so Richley RRF is JT Cal. Now JT Cal is a Korean player, he does live in Korea. He gets on with Scan a lot, they're clanmates, they play a lot of practice games together and everything. And it's just moves like that that show why he is a full Korean amateur, he's never been on a pro team, he's never even been a B teamer like Scan was. But basically, he plays a lot, and it's moves like that where you just cancel like a creep colony. And it may not seem like a lot, but that makes your Spire ever so slightly quicker. It's all little optimizations like that Mikami will say, oh, micro optimizations, they don't matter, but when you get to sort of this level, they do. Like, maybe for me, they're not as important. Like, I don't know if anyone's watched me stream sort of ladder, I know a few people have here. But I'm not the best player, right? I'll admit that.
I like your style,
thank
friend.
you, Rota. That means a lot as well. But, you know, I'm not the best player, I play to try and improve, and I mean, just watching players like this, even TerrOru, Ridgely, it doesn't matter who I'm watching, it never ceases to impress me, the little corners they can cut, to sort of go into everything. We're going to see +1 5 racks here coming up for TerrOru. +1 should be nearly finished actually on the engineering bay. We'll have range coming up on the academy as well. So +1's still not finished, we'll keep an eye on when that finishes. We see a scan going down, it will see where the Spire is most likely. Yeah, it does look like he scanned the natural, so he does know that the Spire is building. And that means he will know the timing that he needs to build the turrets on. So pretty good moves by TerrOru. Looks like his second scan was a lot later for some reason. Maybe he didn't... No, he definitely had the gas, so I'm not really sure. But we should see the muteless building in just a second. There we go. All of the money has gone from Richley's bank. That does go into 9 mutiless. This is one of the big timings that Zerg has to hit. And if you're just starting out with the game, it's one of the important ones. Oh, Scan wasn't a B teamer either. My bad. I thought Scan was a B teamer, but maybe not. I guess he was in America back then. So my bad, Scan, if you're watching. I got it wrong. Mixed you up with someone else. It's fine. But here we go. Looks like we will see a few Medic Marine moving out onto the map. Now, the main reason for this is it does force the Zerg to fly away from your main for just a second to actually try and deal with the Medic Marine. There's not actually that many mutas out at the moment. The 9th muta is now coming in. The 10th muta even. And here we go, the bio is just pushing through. One of the turrets goes down immediately, no repair. This could actually be pretty bad. TerrOru may actually just die right here and now. There is now 5 Sunkens. Look how quick they come up. 6 has now been built as well. And the bio left in his main is actually going down, and this could be very bad. There's only 1 turret here at the barracks. And the bio for TerrOru is just not in the right place at the right time. He can't push into those Sunkens. He can't defend back at home, he doesn't have his units in the right places. And this could be a very quick win in this first game for Ridgely. Bit unfortunate here for our TerrOru player, but you know what, this can happen. If you try and go in for the counter and they don't take the bait, then this will happen. You'll lose your turrets, you'll lose your bio in your main. And without enough turrets, you just get kind of screwed over. And here we go, the Medic Marine to try and intercepting mutas, but nice use of the Zerglings. He only actually saves that, does save one of them. And TerrOru is trying to hold on. He does have 5 barracks worth of production, and he is trying to build his turrets again, so he could hold. But it's going to be very, very difficult. A lot of the mutas, though, heavily bruised. These 4 Marines are actually enough with Stim to push those away. And it's not over yet for TerrOru. He's taken a lot of damage, but he's still ahead in supply. He still has a decent... Wow, he actually doesn't have many turrets here. He has a decent SCV count at his natural, and he's still got this big +1 Medic Marine Bioforce in the middle. His Medic Marine Bioforce in his main is rebuilding. He does need to be careful though that he doesn't lose anything. Interestingly, the Muta still managed to fly past his Bioforce. And he may even lose the Engineer Bay here. He needs to repair it. And he needs to repair it quickly. And weirdly, he's not going for +1 armor. Unless it's finished, but I doubt it would have finished yet. No, it hasn't. So I think we were going to see a relatively quick mech switch, but not enough units back at home. Ridgely doing so much damage now, stopping the factory from building. And this is looking bad for TerrOru. Looks like we don't have a third base attempt from Ridgely yet. This is a relatively, I wouldn't say all in, but it's a very aggressive style of 3-hatch muta, he's not going for that quick third base. It's a little bit harder on this map as there is no ramps to defend, and I mean the chokes are quite big for lurkers to defend as well. So he's trying to rely on pure aggression to sort of pin Terra in his base long enough that he can sort of expand safely that way. Oh, this is actually a bit of mismicro though. Really nice micro by Terra there, picking off 2 of the mutless with target fire. And here we go, another... We're now up to 9 mutalists again. And a lot of lings are on the way. If Terra can survive this, he should be in a good position. Weirdly, it looks like he's sending 2 SCVs to sort of scout around. Now, this is 5 racks of production, so he's building a lot of marines at once. Weirdly, he only actually has one medic. Looks like he's trying to scout around. Wow, he even lost a medic there. 2 extra medics come in, that's pretty good for him. Looks like he will be able to scout. No, he doesn't. He doesn't see it, but he will know that there likely is going to be a third base going up there. Of course, this third base does have a ramp to defend, but then you don't have the ability to go and take a natural. But it is a 4th gas, so we see a nice scan going off, seeing all the mutless and the lings just sort of moving around. And you know what, Terra is in a pretty good position right now. His bioforce is pretty big, he's not lost too many SCVs, but he needs to be careful though, because these mutless are still able to go in for a counterattack. Another scan does go down, he sees there's only 6 sunken colonies, but he does see 5 lurkers, he needs to be careful. He doesn't have +1 armor. Is he even researching +1 armor? No. No +1 armor is going up, so he is going to be having trouble dealing with that. Now a nice counterattack coming in from Richley, he's going to do a lot of damage. The turrets are focusing down the Muse, but the lings are in the main. The lings are in the main. They're going to do so much damage here. They're taking out the reinforcing medic marine. And Terra doesn't know where to send his units. You can see on the minimap, he's sending some to the third. And, well, he was sending some to the main, but he was indecisive. Send some back again. And this could be game over, although... Looks like he may just about have enough marines back, but he won't be able to take down the mutless. He will be able to take down the lings though. The mute is flying into another 3 turrets. The third base is going to go down. There's nothing Richley can do to save that. Another mutless actually getting misrallied. Gonna die to these marines 100%. And Terra, despite looking like he was at death's door, has actually managed to hold, but this is a lot of lurkers, a lot of lings coming down into his main. Most of his units are actually in the top left, even building a wall here, but here we go. Here is the engagement that will decide the game. If Terra can hold here, he may be able to win the game. He needs to pull his marines back though. A nice lurker shot though does take out the vast majority of his marines defending. The extra bunkers down, the medics down. Does he have any tanks coming up? It's very possible this is tank with siege, but this could be a little bit late. More units coming in to reinforce. A nice target fire does go down. Oh, he needs to kill the... If he kills the lings, he may be able to kill these with the... Oh, but there's so many SCVs in a very dangerous position. There's no bio left alive here. The tank is going to go down. The bio is going down to the muteless now. The mute is very low on health. Another tank does remain. He can hold on, but he's going to lose most of his SCVs. Here we go. The lurker's moving in. Can Terra hold on to this? He's trying to micro against the lurkers, but he's in a tight corridor. He does. It looks like he's going to hold. He's going to hold. Terra is going to hold this attack. Richley is only on 30 supply now. Terra could actually win this game. Terra just needs to play safe. He didn't lose too many SCVs there, which is very surprising. And his 5 racks are still pumping. Is he getting +1 armor? No, he isn't. I don't understand why he's not getting +1 armor. I guess he can't afford it at the moment. But a little bit earlier, it would have been really, really good. Now, Richley is still on 1 base. And it looks like we do have a lot of scans going down. Just checking the other bases, just making sure he hasn't missed anything. And really, really nice move of building this depot just to sort of delay things. I think he was planning to go for a wall, but he couldn't really afford it. But that's reset the lurker count. It's reset everything. Terra is so far ahead in this game. Look how few drones that our Zerg player has here. He has 8 at his main with 3 in the gas. And he has, I think that's 7. Yeah, 7 in his natural and 3 on the gas. So he's only got about 20 drones at this point in the game. And that is not good. As long as Terra builds up a big enough ball, he could actually go and win the game, but he needs to be very careful. You can still throw the game from this point. Lurkers are still incredibly strong, especially against 1-0 Marines. You need that 1 armor to be able to deal with this stuff. Now, that looks like it's just a Ling. There is an SCV scouting around, just making sure there's nothing hidden as well. And there we go, Terra holding really nicely there. Double bunker, just making sure that he doesn't die. 2 tanks here, just giving him that leeway to be able to push out into the middle. A dropship does actually scout in the middle. And looks like I need to go on D&D. Because my friend has decided to troll me. It's all good. I'll on D&D myself when he... Oh, wait, what was that? What was that lurker shot? Interesting choice to drop here. I think he's going to go in for a flank on the lurkers. Oh, this could be good. He's going to get the 3 lurkers. Nice moves. He runs through the lurker spines. +1 armor. Still not done, but not enough lurkers here. He could actually break the main. Is he going to be able to break through? It looks like there's 2 lurkers in defense. A drone up here to tank some shots as well. Oh, it's going for the 3rd base, but it's going to be caught. This is a big lurker counterattack though. Does he have enough to defend? He's got 2 bunkers worth. Are these going to be stop lurkers? This could be very dangerous. TerrOru wouldn't have seen this, but he has... Like, stop lurkers wouldn't be good. But here we go. Nice engagement. Can he push through? It doesn't look like he has enough. Not without +1 armor. +1 armor, if, in case you didn't know, does give the TerrOru player the ability to take 3 lurker spines. Oh, this could be a good surround though. Does get away though. TerrOru is playing really well this game. Statistically, I think TBZ is his worst matchup, and he's showing a really, really nice amount of play here. Finally adding on lots of tanks. He's going to try and take a 3rd base himself. This is going to be for the double gas. Oh, here we go. The counterattack has been activated. Nope, it stops a little bit short of killing anything. And Richley is just not playing very well this game. He's so far behind. He still doesn't have a 3rd base, so I don't even think he has the option of taking one. No drones sort of outside the bases. There is one hidden here. But with this bioforce on the middle of the map, there's not going to be too much he can do. Looks like the lurkers outside the front have been pulled back to the top of this ramp. But here we go. This is the problem that he has. Richley can run these forever, but they're just going to die eventually. You can see the power of the high ground advantage working to his favour there, saving one of his lurkers, so pretty good for him. We see 3 lurkers defending this base now though, but is there still a dropship? If there's a dropship, he can shut this down. And yeah, 100% TerrOru has made some very, very smart choices this game to come into it. He barely held on to the counter though, and it looks like he... Wow. Oh man, this is funny. A borrowed lurker to block the expansion. How about that? Here we go, a nice engagement. He's pushing in, and Irradiate does go down on the first defiler. It's actually killing a lot of blings. Consume is done. And there's the first swarm, but the Irradiate is gone down, so really, really nice use of Irradiate. Sorry, I didn't check, but there is a hive, there is Defiler Mound, but this is not the position you want to be in as a... You can't really afford anything else. You're still on 2 bases. Your drone count is still incredibly low. We see the lurkers have actually bunched up a little bit better. Where is TerrOru going to expand? This is the problem. TerrOru is going to mine out before Richley does. Like, look, he's barely got any minerals at his natural, and barely any at his main. Wait, why did I hear lurkers again? Ah, there we go. The lurkers must have shot this. TerrOru is pushing really, really nicely. Like, I can't fault TerrOru here. He's doing a good job. He just needs to expand. As long as he can expand, as long as he can move out of this bio that's slowly going to lose its utility. Do we have any upgrades from the Zerg? I would highly doubt it. No upgrades at all. Can't afford them on the 2-base economy that he has. With the Nidus though, he will be able to take this 3rd base. Nice Irradiate on the Defiler again though. And the tanks just being as annoying as they possibly can, using their range to sort of pick off any units. And here we go, we actually see a 3rd command center in his main. I think he was planning on taking this base. Now, when he controls this location, he can. It's going to be hard. Here we go. The scan does go down, revealing that the Zerg has that top right base. But here we go. The Nidus is doing its job. A lot of things went through. Oh my god, he needs to stim. Oh, he needs to pull back. He needs to pull back. He can't take this engagement. He's losing so much bio. this could be the turning point in the game, possibly losing 3 tanks. And no irradiates going down on the Defilers, needs to make sure he does that. I think he's a little bit worried about Scourge coming in. But here we go. That's why he was a little bit busy. He actually dropped the 3rd base, killed absolutely everything. My bad for missing that. And Richley's not Miso, Richley is JT Cal. So they're different players. But here we go, the drop is now picked up again. It looks like it's going to go into the top left. Going to go for the natural. There's no defense back here. Oh man, this could be very, very bad for Richley. Richley has just been torn apart this game. Dropping 1 dropship at the natural. Actually dropping without any medics, so this is going to be fairly easy to clean up. And this one does actually go down to the Scourge there. But this is so much damage being done by these Marines. Looks like we do have some irradiates going down on the Lurkers. Looks like we have the Lurkers back here. A Swarm does go down, but there's no units to actually save anything in the Swarm. The dropship goes down. 2 irradiated Lurkers actually moving back, doing so much damage to his own units. And Richley, still on 2 bases, has lost all of his drones to his natural. Lost most of his drones, like, in general, I guess. And Dandy now on 3 base. Dandy has 100%, but not Dandy, sorry, Terra has 100% won this TVZ. People would think, oh, Richley's Korean, he's too good, but here we go, Terra showing hope is not lost. He is completely decimating Richley here. And it would take an absolute miracle for Richley to come back in this game. He's trying to take this 3rd base. He's finally moved that drone out from over here. But he doesn't have any units to hold on to his main. As long as Terra could literally just go and A-move his main. I don't think he realizes how far ahead he is. He's a half by 100 supply. We see SK Terran is the order of the day, which makes the lack of upgrades even more interesting. Is 2-1 finished now? Yeah, 2-1 has finished, so looks like he will save his, ooh, just about saves his vessels. We see ooh, this could do a lot of damage though. 9 kills on that Lurker, 10, 11 kills. But, I mean, it doesn't really matter at this point. Richley's just trying to hold on. He's gone for Mulis to take out the vessels that have been plagued. Doesn't manage to get any of them. And here we go. Here is the counter-attack. Or here is the attack to finish the game, really. Even just sending vessels into Scourge. Nice Plague, though. The Plague doing so much damage to this Bioforce. Is it going to be enough? I don't think so. The Sunkens are all going down. 2-1 on the Bio, proving too strong. And Terra, in a dominating performance, actually going to take down Richley in this first game of the semi-final. And GG has been called. Terra with a really nicely played TVZ in that game. I do apologise, I'm yawning again, not because I'm bored by this, but yeah. Looks like we're going to be moving on to Destination, I believe, is our second game. I'm going to have to tell Richley. There we go. You know what this means though, guys? If Terra wins, we're gonna have a TBT final. That's kind of crazy. Audacity to yawn. Okay, we're going into the second game. I've got my tea in front of me, getting ready to update the overlay because we're moving in. I just need to actually give Terra the win, which I didn't think we'd ever see. But here we go. We've got the teal Zerg in the 12 o'clock position. That is going to be Richley. And then the red Terran, your victor in the first game in a pretty dominating series actually so far. We do have the red Terran Terra in 6. Okay, so what have we got here? We've got fairly normal openings from most players. Terra doesn't look like he's going to go for an 8 racks. He's going to go for a wall, I think. Maybe an 8 racks though? Yeah, I think. Wait. Is he just scouting super early? Or is he going for. It's not going to be a BBS because he already built the supply depot. I think he's just going for a very, very quick scout. Maybe he doesn't want to get 4 pulled. Okay, I'm gonna ignore chat for now because it looks like Mikami's being Mikami. But here we go. Oh my god, Terra could actually build a wall there. That'd be really sick. But looks like we're just gonna see a very, very early scout. Maybe you should try and block the expansion. The longer you block the expansion, the better. Of course, you do have the option of walling in. This is completely link tight. Won't cause any problems. And what that means is it means the by blocking this for so long, they'll be forced to make links. But then they won't be able to bust your... Oh, this is so clever. Just building the engineering bay here, just being as annoying as humanly possible. Doing the Protoss strats here. Protoss strats by our Terran player Terra, who does want to win this series. He is 1-0 up against a previous champion of the Clash Royale. I can't remember if Terra won before. I don't think he did. Like, won before, even. Let me just double check. We've got time. No, so Dandy has won, but Terra hasn't yet. So this is going to be... Terra's made it to the final, I believe, 3 times. Every time he lost to Shiny. So let's see exactly what Terra's going to be doing here. He does have the gas, so we are going to see... Wait, is he going 2-port Wraith? He's not pulling out of gas yet. Oh my god. Richley really wants this base. He's like, no, I'm just going to build my 3rd hatchery there, it's fine. The 2 hatch is going to be a little off limits now. Now, is he going to pull off of gas? Looks like I looked at the gas a little bit too quickly. There we go, the first factory is down. He's not pulling off though. He is not pulling off gas. This could very well be 2-port Wraith. Not sure I agree with going for 2-port Wraith against someone as good as Richley, but here we go. Hiding the SCV over here. Is he going to build a starport? I think he is, guys. There is going to be a proxy starport, maybe even a proxy dropship. But we see the 3rd hatchery going up for Richley here in the main. Not going too crazy. Looks like Richley is kind of scared of a proxy as well. He's sending units all over the place, just checking everywhere. But like a proxy... Wow, that's a really weird noise. Proxy factory or something like that. That's a very strong option on this map. Looks like we do see the Ling getting stuck on the Rhinodon. Wait, is this Ling going to find the SUV? Nope. It very well may see the starport though. Wait, is this the scout? I think it's just the scout. Because in his base he's building a starport. There we go, command center coming up. So we are going to see starport into command center this time, whereas last time he did go for command center first into starport. And when I say command center first, I mean after factory. The factory expand. He does see the 3rd hatchery as well. I don't think he got to see the lair timing, but he should be fine with this. First vulture is out. That's going to be used to push back any possible link scouts that Richley will have, and he actually does have. So this is going to send them all there. Send them all back home. Even going to force a sunken if there isn't one already, but there is. Wait, what the hell? The Ursidon's in his main. Wait, does it normally go up here? What the heck? Oh my god, could you imagine if that blocked? Like, if it just sat on the ramp. If it sat on the ramp, that'd be so funny. I don't know if he's helping. Like, he's trying to help against the Vulture. He's like sat here, he's like, no, Mr. Vulture, you're not coming into the main. Oh my god, this is so good. This is actually really good for Richley as well. It's creating a wall. That is Vulture type. I'm fairly certain, not anymore, but that is kind of crazy. We see a Wraith is out on the field. Let's see how much damage it can do. It's going to at least get 2 Overlords. It should be early enough to do that. We see the lair come up. There we go. The Spire's just begun, so it should get at the very least 2 Overlords, possibly even 3, depending on if he finds them. There we go. He gets 1 straight away. And here we go. That the Ursidon just being. Oh, TerrOru doing a good job keeping an eye on his Vulture. This was, of course, the 1-1-1, so fairly strong build. Looks like he's going into the Engineering Bay about 5 minutes 50, fairly normal. Gets it ready for when the muters come out. Now, how many Overlords are he actually going to be able to get? Wow, he only gets 1, doesn't even get the second one, and loses the Wraith. So, well, he doesn't lose the Wraith, sorry, my bad, it flew away. Does leave it on 20 health, that will give him the option of using it later. It's usually best to sort of leave it on your minerals so it can give your turrets extra range. But there we go, we see the armory is up, so he is actually going to be going into Valkyries here, it looks like. We're not going to see, unless he's going Goliath range. I would doubt it though. Goliath should normally have the second factory by now. We're seeing a very late dropship. This is kind of an interesting play. It's not something you often see. But because they've been forced to build the Hydralisks, their army is going to be a little bit less mobile. And it does delay their Mutalisks ever so slightly. So this does give you the option of dropping 3 Vultures in like this. Now, is TerrOru going to spend a lot of time microing that? No, he's not. He's going to go in for the kill. How many drones can he get? Richley is being completely mind-gamed here now. The Vultures aren't being microed. He does need to hold. He needs to pull his SCVs to his bunker though. He needs to repair. If he can repair, he can hold on. He can win. He can win from this situation. He just needs to hold this bunker. He's going to hold, but he's not going to hold his ramp. The Lings are now in his main. He's sending his Wraith back, but it's going to take forever. More and more drones are going down, 5 kills between them. The Hydralisk did die, one of the Vultures did die as well, but here we go. The Lings are actually targeting the 1 turret, the Valkyrie is out. And this is not the... Oh my god, he actually left the Vultures alive. Really surprising choice. He's sending his Mutalisks straight over to try and do as much damage as he can. But this is going to find a Valkyrie and a Wraith, and it's not going to be able to do too much. I think TerrOru may actually have Richley's number in this game. The first turret is finished. He knows he doesn't need too many. He does have the Valkyrie to defend, but he does need to be careful. There's 2 Scourge. If the 2 Scourge get the Valkyrie, this could be an entirely different game. Oh, he needs to pull the Valkyrie back. No, he loses the Valkyrie. Gonna lose the Wraith as well. And now the lack of turrets is really gonna hurt him. He's not gonna have any defense back here at his natural. 1 turret going up by the bunker, that's not going to help. Another turret going up here, that's still not going to help. It's going to go down before anything can happen. The Marines have been pulled out of the bunker. They do not have any upgrades. No Academy has been produced. And this is the turning point in the game. If he'd have kept that Valkyrie alive, he could have won this game here and then. We actually have the Vultures being dropped here again. Killing more and more drones. Sending more drones away from mining. And you know what? I think TerrOru may still have this. He's spamming turrets in his main. He knows he can afford to lose his. Natural, which is very strange to say. But Richley is not mining minerals right now. He just about loses that Vulture, so not the best move there. But one of the Muters is down. A lot of SCVs have been killed, but realistically, he's so far ahead already. Richley only just now starting to mine again. TerrOru needs to save this dropship if he can. I'm not sure if he can really pay attention to it. There we go. It looks like he's going to save it now. The mutants are going to try and chase this down. They should be able to get it. Looks like the movement actually caught Richley's eye on the minimap. And this dropship is long since forgotten. There we go. Unfortunate for him. 2 Valkyries are now out. Does he have any... Wait, where's... I don't get where his units are. Like, Terra doesn't seem to be doing this build very well. Like, he's going Valkyries, but he has no other production facilities. He's got 1 factory and one barracks, but nothing else. I'm kind of confused by what Terra's doing. He's not going for upgrades here. He's not going for upgrades here. So is he planning to win with just pure Valkyrie? Like, I kind of don't get where he's taking this. Okay, and here we go. Mutants coming back in. They're going to do what they can. They're taking down this turret almost immediately. Where are the Valkyries? He needs to keep the Valkyrie. Can he do the micro? No, he can't. He's not going to do the patrol micro. He needs to pull back. There's so many Scourge. He needs to save the Valkyries. He does. He's going to save them. All the Scourge going to go down. Not losing a single Valkyrie. He does take 1 hit though. And he should be fine now. He needs to repair that Valkyrie. He's building more Valkyries. This may be a vessel now, actually. But where is his other production? Where is he building units? It's so confusing. Like, he's almost letting Richley back in the game because he's not built a load of barracks already. Like, just imagine if he'd had his 4 barracks up, and then he'd have Marine Medic Bio, and he could actually just push and kill Richley. This is a bit unfortunate for Terra. Like, I'm not sure he's really well versed in this build. Looks like he's going to add his barracks now, but this is so late. His +1 could have been done so long ago. His academy should have been done about 6 minutes ago. Terra not really optimizing this build properly, unfortunately. And this is going to put him in a bit of an awful situation. Oh no, he's going to lose some Valkyries. No, he doesn't. Oh my god, this could actually do a lot of damage. Nice, does take out a lot of Mutilus there and a few Scourge, but does lose one of his Valkyries. And this is his main source of anti-air at the moment. He doesn't have any barracks. He's adding 5 now, but this is way too late. Like, Cadency can tell you, she basically played against me so long that she knows, like, when I mess up. And one of the reasons why I mess up is I get everything too late. So the issue that Terra has is he doesn't have an army to go and do anything. Like, this allows Richley to do what he wants. He's going to get his 3rd base up completely undefended. There's no need for lurkers or anything like that. The funny thing is, Richley actually thinks that it's going to be mech because he's not seen any bio units being produced yet, but he's going to be in a little bit of trouble when the bio does actually eventually fall out. And there we go. Looks like the Mutilus still moving around. Don't see any upgrades on the air yet. Do we see any upgrades on the ground? No. I don't even think there's an evolution chamber. Can't really afford that. The Ursidon just keeping an eye on the minerals. Panda Bear Guy, you know, I still don't know why it's called Panda Bear Guy. But here we go. Just a bit of a weird situation now. Looks like a Muta does go in. It will see the medics, so he will know to stop producing the Hydralisks and to start getting lurkers. Just using a couple of Mutas just to sort of scout in, see what's going on. Really good choice. And while Destination, as Mikami says, is a very good map for mech, it is very good for bio pushes early. And it looks like Terra has unfortunately missed the ball on that. And despite being in such a dominating position early on, I can't help but feel that Terra is letting Richley back into this game. I mean, Richley's losing Mutas here and there, but he doesn't really mind too much. Like, Richley nearly capped out on supply. He's got his 3rd gas up now. This is going to allow him to go into the Hive at some point soon. I imagine we'll see the Hive at 300 gas. I believe it's 300 gas for Hive, I can't remember. But we'll see the Hive eventually. That should morph at some point. Do see most likely a Lurker aspect on the way. Hydras are going to move out, and he can actually set up a hard contain. This is the problem. As soon as Lurkers get a hard contain on this map, it's so hard to break out of your own main. Like, there's so many Hydra Muta now on the map. We do see a scan going down by Terra. Just checking that there's no lurkers on the other side of the bridge. It doesn't even need lurkers. Here we go. We can actually see a big drop. Oh man, there's going to be a big drop in Terra's main. This could be devastating. It gets spotted though! Oh, this is an important spot, but is it even going to matter? Terra's actually moving all of his units out the front. He's not figured out there's units in the drop already. He loses Valkyries. He's got nothing to defend against this drop. This could be the turning point in the game. Richley, despite being so far behind in the beginning, could actually just win the game right here, right now. And I mean, depots are going down. That's going to supply block Terra eventually. Looks like he's overbuilt depots. But looks like his army has got back in time. He should be able to hold on now. But once again, what's he going to do? There's actually no more medics here, though. Oh, this is such a good trade for Richley. Such a good trade for Richley. What an amazing engagement here. No upgrades for either side at the moment. +1 actually for the Terran. But Terra losing way more units than he needed to there. And Richley now has lurkers done. He now has his third base up. He's getting his fourth hatchery. I keep saying Hive will be on the way, but it's going to be on the way soon. I'm almost certain of it. We see SCVs checking for these bases. Hasn't checked up here yet, though. And Terror, after losing most of his units again, is going to find it very, very difficult to actually push in. We do see a nice scan going down. Checks that this base is here, does confirm it. Does see that he can push up here. This is a very good push path, although the scanner does get in the way sometimes. A bit unfortunate. No Hive just yet. Richley can't really afford Hive at the moment, I guess. He's still trying to drone up. Still trying to get units to actually defend, and here we go. Richley's trying to go in to sort of sandwich the army. Doesn't manage to do it. Oh my god, this could be bad. This could be bad. +1 armor is not done for Terra. The units are trapped. Trapped between Lurkers and Hydras. A lovely set of Lurker Spines takes out most of the Marines, but still, Richley has lost a lot of units there. For just Marines. There's so many medics left alive as well. And Richley is still in trouble. Despite the fact Terra has made some really weird decisions, his macro is not kicking in this game where everything was so late. Upgrades are coming out. No... Wait, where is the science facility? Did he lose the science facility? I think he did. Oh no, that's annoying. There we go. Didn't lose too much to that. But I think the science facility went down. That's really unfortunate. You can't start +2. But here we go. This is going to be the position that you can take. Does he have a vessel left alive? No, he doesn't. Doesn't even have any scans. This could be a dangerous position. Hydra Lurker coming in from all angles. Not enough medics with both sets of Marines. A nice engagement though still by Terra. Does he manage to break through? Can he break through? Can he kill the third? It looks like he's going to. He's going to break through. He's going to take down the third yet again. And Richley, he may take out Richley in the semi-finals here. His macro has not been great, but his clever decisions in the end has somewhat paid off. Looks like he's sent some Marines to the top to make sure he gets the drones. And Richley can't counter, he barely has any units. The third and fourth hatcheries are going to go down. That is the third gas down for Richley. If he was going for Hive, he can't afford anything now. And somehow, Richley may be able to get through this. Terra may be able to break through Richley. It looks like Richley's going to try and come in from, well, it said 2 angles, but he doesn't really have any units. And Terra, if he can expand, if he can like continue to get more ahead, he can win this game. I thought at many points Terra had actually given the game to Richley, but he hadn't. Like, it looks like he's got some units a bit confused, probably sending some units back to defend against a possible counterattack drop. But this is where he needs the tanks. He needs the tanks at the front. A nice scan does go down. Sees the units moving down from the main. Oh, there's some stop lurkers here. This is going to be dangerous. Is he going to take this base? That'd be really cool. But here we go. Units coming in. Gonna find the bunker. Gonna find some Marines. He's so badly trying to bait the units back here. He wants those hits. If he can get them, he's got +1 attack. No +1 armor done. For our Terran player going straight into +2 attack. And slowly but surely, Rich's army is getting a little bit scarier. Looks like we do have a drone trying to go up and take an extra third base, but a nice SCV block will deal with that. We see a dropship going around as well. This will confirm that... Oh no, this could be bad. Is he going to give up his stop lurkers though to kill the SCVs? I don't think he can afford to. No, he doesn't. He's going to hold on to them. Overlord will see that this base is coming up. Okay, he's given up on the stop lurkers, but he is going to trap half the units of Terra in the main. Units going up to try and deal with the tanks as well. But this could just be too many units here for Terra, but Terra's units, Terra's bio is now trapped in the main base. The tanks do go down. And what is Terra going to do? It looks like Terra wanted to take this base over here. The drop is in the main. Let's see how much damage it can do. Weirdly enough, Terra never sends medics with his drops. He just goes for the ultimate damage. This is most of Richley's drones. There's no units back to defend. Units are Units are pushing in. They're not going to be enough to break through. 2 bunkers are going up. The spire is going to go down as well. And Richley has been torn apart here by Terra once again. And Terra will be moving on to make it a TBT final, it looks like. Once again, I said this before in the previous game, I'll say it again. It is going to take an absolute miracle for Richley to be able to hold this game and hold this move. The Ursidon being a curse here, being behind the mineral line now even. A big drop is loading up though. Has Terra got units in to defend? It looks like he's going to be building a few more turrets. Has he got any units in his main? He's not got any units in his main right now. How much damage can this counter drop do? If it can do a lot of damage, Richley can still win the game. But he needs to do damage here. He's going to fly into the turrets. He needs to drop now. He's dropping lurkers. He's dropping hydras. He's dropping everything he can. This is the one last ditch attempt that Richley has in this game. He's camping the production. Can he take things out? Looks like he's catching some of the SUVs. Going to leave it though. And here we go. There is going to be irradiates. No irradiates actually remaining. This is so many units for Terra to have in his main. He's taken down the main of Richley here. 1 tank does remain on the high ground. Doesn't do much damage. Not very good micro from Terra. Going to lose a lot here. Somehow, with all of the units of Richley, he may be able to take this game. I cannot believe it. Terra needs to be building a production somewhere else or something. I can't believe that this could happen. This is the one decision that Richley could make to win the game, and Terra was not amply defended. This is one of the parts of playing with your head and not your hands that I need to learn a lot more. When you've just got to think, can I lose from this position? It looks like he just about has enough to hold though. Richley loses the final parts of his army. 5 more Hydralisks do remain. GG! Terra is the first foreigner to take out a Korean in the Clash for Char, and he does do it in the semi-finals. And looks like I've continued playing, I don't know why. But yeah, there we go. Terra is your victor. He's going to move on to the final.